And now it's offshore over on the south facing side of the island. So we're about to score both sides of the island in one day.
Oh my gosh.
Can my foot do it?
Oh. All right. Yeah, we're gonna just stay. We'll just try from there through here.
Say good morning, Jeffrey.
Morning.
Drop the intro.
Oh, me? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know.
Morning, y'all. We are here. It is the remnants of Hurricane Zeta that hit in the Gulf yesterday. Really unfortunate. That's like the third storm or the fourth? Third or fourth storm to hit down there. I've lost count. It's really sad. Remnants went off us last night. It's been howling out of the south. The wind actually just went due west about an hour ago, and we've got some running south swell. It didn't get as big as we were expecting, but it is so straight offshore and pretty. My foot is not feeling great. As you saw in the last episode, sliced her open, but I bandaged it up. I got a booty. We're gonna give it a go. It's looking fun, y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and watch it too long because the tide's going high. We have minimal time before the tide goes out, and this is gonna shut down quick. So welcome back, and let's hobble on out of here and get going.
FeiyuTech?
It's just so perfect when the good one hits. Really good when it's set comes in. Gotta love the south side. Whoa. Hello.
Dead west, blowing north at 30. Look at that
Whoa.
It just went
Oh,
up
look out front.
too. Dude, there's a wave down here for sure.
Look at this rolling.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we're down here on the South Beach now. That session went really well, honestly. Like, when we woke up this morning and the buoys weren't super big, I was kind of expecting to be let down, and we scored. Especially that long one I had. My last good wave was like crazy. It was so long, Jeffrey couldn't even film the whole thing because it just went like so far down the beach. Yeah, so that was super rad. Got a little window in there with the high tides, shore break wave. And now what happened was the wind went north, so we came in because it got bad, and now it's offshore over on the south facing side of the island. And it looks pretty sick. We're about to score both sides of the island in one day. So yeah, I'm still in my suit. Went home, my sweetheart of a wife made me some eggs, so I didn't have to change because my foot wasn't hurting, and I don't want to try and pull my foot out of a booty and try and put it back in with the bandage on. So I'm just staying suited up. Straight yeast mode. Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna get out there while there's a couple corners coming in. Tide's getting lower, it might shut down. It's looking pretty fast, but there's some thick ones, so let's go.
Dude, look at this set stacking up.
I'm gonna try that corner first. Well, just like that, swell is pretty much gone. There's still some chest high waves. What?
I turned around to talk to her and the door blew shut on my leg. It's gonna be in the background probably.
There's still some chest high waves. It's gotten really slow.
Kelsey Aiken from Jeffrey's Seafood.
Anyway, there's still some waves, but tide's coming in and the swell is falling apart and it's really, really closed out, and we have had a great day. So we're gonna wrap it up, end on a high note. You could definitely still go out there and hang and, you know, pick off a corner here and there, but feeling content, feeling stoked, my foot held up. Gonna go get out of this wetsuit, go see the family. Well, y'all, it is officially fall because it's freezing outside. And when I say freezing, that's all relative because in a month or so, freezing will mean something else. But right now it's like 45 and howling winds. You could tell in those clouds yesterday afternoon and the weather, it was just crisp. And there's something about the colors and everything, the way the weather changes and everything pops in the fall that's so special. And here we are transitioning into like colder weather for the rest of the year, which means a little more time inside. So today, I'm gonna do a little project with my son. Are you ready to learn how to edit videos?
Yes!
What's your camera? Can you show everyone what your camera looks like?
The Hero 4.
So we're gonna take advantage of this windy, cold day and we're gonna do a project, and we're gonna do it using Skillshare. We're gonna open up a class on editing within iMovie because even I don't really know iMovie. So we're gonna pop on there, get started, and help little buddy learn how to edit footage that he's shot with his GoPro. This video is actually sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an amazing place to learn new things or broaden your knowledge on things you're already familiar with. There's thousands of online classes on subjects like productivity, organization, art, videography, editing, photography, and much, much more. Today, my son Mason is diving into a class by Joey Dowd on iMovie. We picked this one because it was only a 30-minute class broken down into shorter ad-free videos that are only a couple minutes long. So it's easy for him to follow along and learn at his own pace. He's been into videography for a long time. He loves watching me do it. He loves standing over my shoulder while I'm editing. And so I figured it was time for him to get to dive into it, and Skillshare was the perfect way for him to learn. Because honestly, I don't know iMovie. For me, I've been interested in Sorella Moore's video on YouTube success. I'm always trying to learn, and I never feel like I can learn enough. And so diving into a class like that has been really awesome for me to like just look at what I'm doing from a different perspective. Some other classes that are really rad right now are Nathaniel Drew's on learning how to discover, hone, and share your creative voice online. But no matter what you're into, there's something on Skillshare for you. And thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. The first 1,000 people who click the link in the description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. And if you're enjoying Skillshare, a yearly subscription is less than $10 a month after that. Anyway, while Mason continues diving into this little iMovie course and playing with his own GoPro footage that he shot of him and his friends, I'm gonna make some coffee and wrap you guys up. I did it! I did a leaf! I did a leaf! I'm feeling pretty proud. Poured a heart for my wife yesterday, and today I did I don't know what it's actually called. Some sort of fern leaf thing. But whatever. I'm learning. Well, y'all, that is a wrap for this episode. I'm keeping it simple. No special lighting, no special audio. Not going outside, just posted up here in my office that's a mess right now. Stoked to get a legit south swell in there, scoring both the east facing side and the south facing side of the island. Cape Hatteras, for those who are unfamiliar with it, is shaped kind of like a backwards L. And, you know, because of that, we get over 270 degrees of swell angles and tons of offshore wind options. And what you saw was scoring the east facing side when the wind was west, and as the front moved away and it turned north, got in the truck, drove to the south facing side, scored over there because it was a south swell. Really cool to show you guys what this place can do. But it was definitely a random occurrence that happened. And I'm so thankful that my foot held up. I spent 30 or 40 minutes bandaging it that morning. And once I put it in the booty, didn't want to take it out. So I stayed in my suit all day and things went well. It was sore and it actually hurts more now today than yesterday. But yeah, I'm just so thankful I was able to get in the water that day, because I think that was my last session before I go to Hawaii. Yes, I'm going to Hawaii because they have finally lifted their crazy like quarantine restrictions and whatnot. They're still pretty, you know, tight like anywhere, but you can show up with a negative COVID test and do life there just like you would at home. So that is happening officially. But oh well, I'm stoked to get yesterday. That was just so much fun. And a couple days before that, I went out and fished all day. I was gonna edit, but it was pretty. There was no wind. I was like, this could be the last time on the John boat. So took the family out, found schools of red drum on the surface, blowing up on top water, dropped them off, picked my dad up, actually picked my friend Brandon Duke up, took him out there. He got a 23.5-inch trout, dropped him off, picked my dad up, took him out there, caught a bunch of drums, slayed it. He was stoked. We came in, family went for a sunset ride that night, came in, and then we went out at dark at like 10 at night. We went and fished. It was slick, calm, big moon. It was beautiful, catching drum and trout on artificials in the dark. It was so rad. Full send. Did 10 hours in the boat that day because fall is transitioning. Things are getting colder. By the time I come home from Hawaii, those boat days are going to be gone until next year. So I just seized the day and went after it. And yeah, now it's time to head to Hawaii. So I'll see you guys when that time comes. For now, I'm going to soak up every minute I can with the family, whether that's going to the beach, going to fish, just hanging out here at the house, doing projects like Mason was doing there on Skillshare, which, by the way, for anyone curious, those crispy, smooth clips were shot with the FeiyuTech G6 Max gimbal. Thing's pretty amazing. I've been using it a little bit this fall, and super smooth, super easy to set up. Great for small mirrorless cameras, GoPros, phones, whatever. Pretty rad little micro gimbal there that I'll be taking with me to Hawaii because it's so small. Anyway, next time I see y'all, I'll be getting ready for Hawaii, so stay tuned. If you haven't been, be sure to hit subscribe so that you can follow along with these weekly episodes. The rest of y'all know the deal. See y'all next week.